looks like an angel.
I got hot sauce in my bag, swag.
Hello there, beautiful human. My name is RidersDX and welcome to my channel, where today we've got quite a surprise with this video, and that's the review of the official Sonic movie 2019 design. So of course we've been waiting for this for a while, whether we were really excited for it or we were really dreading it. We all were looking forward to finally seeing what this design is like and what we truly think about it. So I'm just not going to waste any time. I'm not even going to share fan art. I have some fan arts I want to share, but I really just want to get to this news right away because oh my gosh, it's finally here. But if you take a look at Sonic over here, so let me pull up the first picture over here. So this is here's Sonic. He's got the two separated eyes like we were anticipating before, and you know, he's got that very hairy texture to him. You could kind of guess that this is what he was gonna look like in terms of the hair from the posters that we've seen before, and it looks like a weird mix between the leaked design that was like a concept art. I don't know if y'all remember that one. I'll paste it over here right now just to remind you, and the official movie poster. It looks like a weird mix between them. And to kind of describe what I'm saying further, I'm just gonna go over to this next picture over here, which shows that same render but Sonic's full body. So if you look at this over here, you can take a look at Sonic's legs and Sonic's tummy and body in particular, and Sonic's body looks pretty long. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Sonic 06 design actually, in terms of how long Sonic's design is, and it looks very humanoid if I'm being honest. It does look like an athletic cross-track runner's body, and they put Sonic's head on it. That's what it looks like to me. So it looks like a really weird mix between the concept art and the official movie poster that we got, but it's not exactly either one of those. So I think that this body is a little bit more similar to the official poster that we got, but he looks a little bit less muscular. He looks very skinny and looks a lot less muscular. There's like pretty much little to no muscle you can see anywhere in his arms or his legs. So this kind of confirms what I was thinking in many videos I made about this topic beforehand, that Paramount was in the process of slightly tweaking the design to make it a little bit more appealing to fans, because I'm thinking that the original design that they were going to go for was going to have that more muscular build, and I think a lot of people were afraid of Sonic actually looking like some kind of buff guy that goes to the gym every day, you know, and I think that this is kind of the better result compared to what it could have been. So I'm not too upset about what we got, and you know, just like the title said, I actually think Sonic looks really cute. And before you all start throwing like tomatoes, lettuce, peppers, you know, all that jazz at my face, hear me out. Take a look at Sonic's face. You know, he kind of reminds me of the Smurfs, you know. So Smurf is also like a CGI live action character. It's had a few successful films here and there, but has very mixed reception overall in its audience. But Sonic's character design for some reason reminds me a lot of them, and not just because he's blue, but he also has kind of that same derpy face that the Smurfs have. So Sonic looks pretty adorable in terms of his face. And if we're gonna look at some more pictures of Sonic that we see over here in this picture, let me know by the way if there's any more pictures that came up, because I'm making this video pretty early on when the announcement was made or when the leak came out, so there might be more stuff coming out right now that I don't even realize is out there. So just let me know if there's any other stuff in the comment section below, and then we can talk more about it. But you can see that Sonic has like that really cute derpy face, you know, that little sweet little smile. In this picture down here, this is really reminiscent of the Sonic 06 pose. Like, I'll do a picture by picture comparison over here. They literally look like the same exact pose, so it makes you wonder that since they were going for a more realistic feel for Sonic, they actually went to look at Sonic 06 as like a reference point, because that's the most realistic design that we've ever had of Sonic up to this point. So it really does look like that they took some inspiration from Sonic 06, and just because of that pose, I'm like willing to bet that that's an actual like fact. I think that they took inspiration from Sonic 06, which is very funny because Sonic 06 is kind of the last place they should have been taking inspiration in terms of Sonic design. Like, Sonic 06 just has so many bad connotations in it, it doesn't make sense from a marketing perspective. But yeah, I'm willing to bet that they did do that. Now, there's another picture that came out recently, so I don't know if this is real or not. I think it is real. This is a full body render of Sonic's design. It came out a little bit after the initial leak. So here's what I think about this, honestly. So I think it could have been a lot worse, honestly. Like, I think the worst first thing that I don't like about this design is his leg length. I think the legs are way too long. I think if they shorten it like an inch or so, then it kind of be like the perfect height. At the same time, you kind of be in risk of having Sonic looking a little too much like classic Sonic in terms of his height. But you know what? I think that would have looked better, honestly, compared to this really tall humanoid Sonic that we're getting. And also, we have to kind of take into the fact that like maybe Sonic is really short. He just looks really tall by himself, but maybe when he's compared side by side with Tom, that might explain why they made Sonic look a little bit taller as a result, because maybe Sonic looking so short compared to Tom might have been really jarring. So maybe that's why they made Sonic look so tall in these images. So it'll be really interesting to see when the official trailer comes out, and I'm willing to bet that the official trailer is going to come out on South by Southwest this week, because since we already had this leak, maybe or maybe not they were planning to show the trailer at South by Southwest. But I think with this leak that came out today, I think they're definitely going to show the trailer now, because they still need to show something at the conference. Like, they can't just reiterate what we see already with the design. I think they're going to show a trailer, so it'll be very interesting to see how Sonic looks in comparison to all his surroundings and all the people around him. That'll be really interesting to see. Now, what I really think about this design. So I do think Sonic looks very cute. I kind of like that, but I also don't like that at the same time. So I kind of like it because it makes Sonic look very fun and very carefree and outgoing kind of character, and it does kind of give me like good vibes in terms of that. But do I think that's the most fitting thing for Sonic? That's a different question, because Sonic is not like a cutesy, smurfy, derpy kind of character. Sonic's more of a cool, I'm too cool for school kind of guy, you know? Kind of similar to me as to how he was portrayed in like the classic games, the modern games, the adventure games. Sonic's always been portrayed as like this really cool, rebellious character, and this design doesn't really do that. It doesn't really make him look like that kind of character. It makes him look more like something that can kind of go in your pocket kind of guy. Like, cute. He looks cute. So I don't know if that's necessarily right in terms of Sonic's attitude, but I think what the real determining factor will be with this design is actually seeing how it is in action with the surroundings around him. Because, you know, we saw Detective Pikachu. I hate that I'm mentioning Detective Pikachu so much in my Sonic movie videos, but it's just so easy to compare the two, you know, two video game characters going live action. It's just so easy to compare those two. In Detective Pikachu kind of fits right into his surroundings, but that's more because of the fact that there's so many Pokemon around him that it just makes sense, because there's so many Pokemon around Pikachu that he just fits right into the environment. With Sonic, it's gonna look a little bit more jarring, I can already tell, just because he's probably gonna be the only anthropomorphic creature around there, unless they plan on throwing Tails or Knuckles into the mix. By the way, if you want to hear me speculate on whether or not we'll see those characters in this movie, then go ahead and click on the link in the top right corner right now. But in the meantime, I really think that's ultimately what's gonna solidify my opinion on this design, is how Sonic looks in comparison to his surrounding environments, in comparison to Tom, you know, just to see how he fits into the environment. Like, this design right now, there's things I like about it, there's things I don't like about it. Like, I like that he kind of has this kind of carefree, cute look to him. At the same time, I don't like how long his legs are, and I think they're doing a little too much in terms of fur. I think they're overdoing the fur. He looks a little bit too furry to me. I liked how he looked better in the suit when you couldn't see most of his body, because I felt like that was like the right amount of fur. So when you brighten up the image like this, it looks like he has a little bit too much. So that's just me. But at the same time, it looks very spiky, and that's very true to a hedgehog's body, a hedgehog's, you know, image. So that's another thing, but I don't know. It's overall, I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. I'm very confused. I do know for sure that it's cute. It is definitely cute, but whether or not that's a good thing, that's debatable. So I feel like I've talked enough about this design. Let me just check if there's anything else that came out before. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, he doesn't have gloves. Now, that's something that I definitely don't like. I feel like the gloves could have been like a very easy thing to do, but instead of giving him gloves, his fur is white at his hands. Like, I don't understand why this is a thing, you know? I feel like it could have been so simple to just give Sonic gloves. Instead, you have his fur awkwardly colored at his hands to make it look white. Like, I don't understand what the purpose of that is. If you wanted his hands to be white, just give him gloves. It really is not that difficult. I mean, it's clear as day to me that they changed the design somewhat. Like, seeing like how much less muscular his body is and how the face looks a little bit more similar to the concept art, I definitely definitely think that they did make changes to the design. So why couldn't they just add gloves to Sonic's hands? Like, I don't understand why they didn't do that. So yeah, that's another thing I don't like, I guess. So I don't like how long his legs are. I don't like the fact that he doesn't have gloves, but I do like how his face looks overall. I mean, it's not the Sonic that I'm used to, but it's a little bit different, and I kind of like the vibe of the face overall. And I think that's gonna be a really controversial opinion. So you let me have it. If you completely disagree with me, you think I'm completely out of my mind, then let me have it in the comment section below. But yeah, everything else I'm kind of neutral about overall. I think there's a little bit too much fur, but I don't hate it, honestly. I think this is pretty doable for the movie, and it just makes me really interested in seeing how this movie is actually gonna be, you know? So I'm really looking forward to November coming around. I'm really looking forward to going to see the movie. I'm gonna try to grab some friends to try to drag them to see a Sonic movie with me. I really don't know anyone that would actually watch a Sonic movie with me, but you never know. And yeah, it's pretty much everything I think about the design. So like I said before, let me know in the comments section below what you all think about the design. Do you all like it? Do you all hate it? What are some things you like about the design? What are some things you don't like about it? And what do you all think about the movie overall now that you've seen the design? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have a really good and civil discussion about this. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you like videos like these and want to see more in the future. Follow me on Twitter at RidersDX or join my Discord server, the Spongy Garden. And this is Riders, riding out.